My name is Javiana. This is my first vlog, and I focus on all things collectible, but in the beginning, we will focus on sports cards and trading cards. Right now, this is the evening, so I want to start in the evening because this is my prep time. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and so in the evening is when I usually get the most time to myself. After dinner, after everyone's fed, after when everyone's taking their baths, I sit down and I focus on my content. And so I do need to send some TTMs, so that's what we're doing, and that is our goal for tomorrow. I already figured out who I'm going to send to. I have my spiel down, and so hopefully right there I messed up. So hopefully I don't mess up too many times. I don't have to start all over. And tomorrow is going to be an exciting day. All right, so this is next day. I was able to get quite a bit done, but I need international postage for one. So we're going to go to the post office and send these off. But I have a little bit of like logistical stuff that I have to do for my household. And so I will pick you guys up when we are on our way to the post office. The post office. Gonna go to the post office. Post office for me, it's almost like Target. I love Target too. Like I could live in Target, but I can't live at the post office. Post office be a little bit too hectic. But when I go to the post office, I know that there's gonna be some fun coming back in the mailbox. So I will pick you guys up when we are on our way to the post office. All right, so we're on our way to the post office, and I live in downtown Minneapolis, and it's kind of like I live on Sesame Street. Everything that I need is like in walking distance, or I can like get on the train or whatever. But I'm trying to get my steps in since I'm a stay-at-home mom, and you can kind of get like, you know, you don't get to be as active, or it's kind of like most people, you don't get to work out, and you don't get to, you know, take the walks unless you're intentional about it. So I try and be intentional. I get me and my daughter outside every day. All right, so the person that I'm sending to internationally is DeMarlo Haley. He is I think he's an assistant manager for the Blue Jays now. He just got promoted this season. So hopefully it's a quick return. Hopefully I get it back at all, honestly. With TTM, you're just lucky to get something back. But so, yes. When you send to Canada and Australia, you can use a global stamp. So that's what we'll go and get, a global stamp. All right, guys, so we made it to the post office, but the line is crazy long. So I printed off these, and I'm just gonna risk it because I don't want to stand in line. So we're gonna throw those bad boys on there and call it a day. So I'll be your test subject if you ever want to try printing it off from the kiosk, because I don't have time to stand in that line. I just don't have time. So we'll stick this on there and be on about our way. I'm gonna rip that off. All right, guys, let's hope that this works. Otherwise, I just wasted like $3. We won't know for like 7 months. So, okay, we'll send these off. All right, I just had to make an executive decision because that line was too long. And it's always a risk you take when you come to the downtown library. That's the risk that you take when you come to the downtown post office. But it was just too busy. I couldn't wait. So I did the kiosk international. So we'll see if that works. Hopefully the automatic reader will just and the sorters won't even see it. That's what I'm banking on. But now we got to go to Target. While I'm vlogging out, my intention is to give you kind of like the scenics of Minneapolis, and it is of my belief that I think that the Nationals should come to Minneapolis. It's a nice, friendly state with a lot of stuff to do for kids, and it's a nice day. There's a lot of stuff to do with your family. It's a lot of outdoorsy stuff. You can get to like a whole bunch of cities, and it's not that far apart. It's not spread out. So you can get to St. Paul, you can get to Minneapolis. It's called Twin Cities for a reason. They're literally like 10 minutes apart. There's Mississippi. So this might be my little ode to like, hey guys, come here, because Minneapolis is a cool card state. So, but we have a long ways to go before we get to Target. So I'm sure we'll have plenty of conversation between now and Target. And so on Nicollet Mall, there is a bunch of like games and things for you to do when you're walking around downtown. And my daughter always wants to play the games, but I'm usually like, no, we got to do this, or we just went to the park. So today I let her play tic-tac-toe, or her version of tic-tac-toe. Okay, we're finally in Target. And we got to make it quick because they're playing all the jams in here. But we just got to get some pull-ups. And I know you're probably dying to see the card section. So we'll make our way over there. But I ain't getting nothing today, child. I got enough. Well, I think I got some other stuff to open. But we're not doing that. We're just getting pull-ups. Let's see what they got for sports cards. Not a whole lot of what I want. Well, not a lot of what I want, so I don't feel so bad today. But we're gonna go get our snack and go back home. All right, so we spontaneously stopped to go see my mom. She works downtown. So we stopped to see Mimi, and this was taking longer than I thought. I like talked to my whole family between the walk from my house to Target. So we're gonna take the scenic route so you guys can see some of the little fun stuff up downtown. Downtown isn't really that big, but it's all on the way to my house anyway. And then we're gonna go check the mail and see if we got anything good today. All right, I'll catch you guys then. All right. So my goal was to hopefully show that like Minneapolis is actually like a cool, family oriented. If you're a young person, there is a lot to do here too. But as far as the National is concerned, I feel like it should be here just one time. Flights aren't too bad. Should be able to get out of MSP quite quick. It's a modern airport. We got cool stuff going on in Minneapolis, man. So we made it to the mailbox. Yay! So hopefully we got something good in here. Fingers crossed. All right, so we're back home and we got one return. And you guys will see that on another time. But I think we're gonna close this vlog here. You guys got to see typically how my evenings go and how the day goes. And so now I just have to do a bunch of house chores and do it all again. So thank you guys for coming along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed something. Hopefully you learned a little something about me. I learned a little something about you. And you learned a little bit more about TTM and overall sports card collecting. If you're into those type of subjects, you know what to do.